We back, baby.
And we're here.
Episode 154 of The Works.
154.
We broke 150. We're going to 200.
Yep.
We'll be there probably 2 years from now, but, you know, we're getting there.
No, it's... If we do... Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, probably 2 years from now.
Like,
because we only do 2 now.
Because I was talking to him earlier, and I was like... He's like, how long have you been doing? I was like, 3 years?
Him being
years?
me.
Yeah.
Him
And I
being
was
me.
Deck. Talking to Deck.
Oh, man, look at that. It wasn't on the first one.
It's because I forgot to turn it off. That's why. The feedback protection bullshit. Yeah. So, episode 154 of The Works. Thank you for joining us again. I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode with Carlos. That was a great episode.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't listened to it yet, it's on YouTube, on all our platforms, YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. And yeah, we'll get into the new episode. We have a special guest, Deck. He's a coworker of mine. Great dude. Starting to actually know him personally through the years. So I thought it would be great to have him on, and he agreed. This is his first podcast ever, so give him some grace, and then we'll go from there.
Welcome.
Thank you. Not too much grace, but yeah, we'll
give you grace for the first 5 seconds.
There you go. That's what I said. Then ease me in there. Then just get after it.
Yeah. All right, man. We do what we do every day. Every time we get on this pod, when we start off, we do our mental health check of the week. Just as usual, since we have somebody new here, we'll start on this side of the room, which is me, and then we'll work our way down to Deck, and he can do his thing. All right. So for my week was tiring as fuck, mentally and physically. Work dragged me, jumped me, hung me upside down. My change fell out. Couldn't get it. Yeah, I was going through it.
He's
this
like,
week.
quarters in my face.
World star.
Everything's all...
Exactly. Exactly. Fucking. I was going through it all fucking week this week. So I would say I'm barely here on Saturday. I had a great workout this morning, so I kind of cleared my head. Me and my wife were walking the hills over here down the street, so I got that out of the way for the day. Kind of got me back, kind of like a hard reset. And now I'm back. And then we have Deck in here. So I would say right now I'm at a 6.5. So 6.5. I was at like a 3 going to sleep yesterday. So I'm at a 6.5 right now. We're good. Actually, I did celebrate something special this past week. It was my son's 18th birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
That's what's up.
Right.
That's
The
what's up.
big
Go.
1-8. Yep. This dude is, I mean, man. I believe it was probably 7th grade when he was as tall as me. 8th grade when he was taller than me. And now I just look up at him.
That's the goal. That's the goal, though. That's the goal.
And if you heard me correctly, it's not like I look up to him. I look at him. So, he's just fucking tall.
Yeah, like in awe. In awe. I think that's what you... Yeah.
This guy's, man. So, yeah, shout out to my son. He's becoming a young man. He's going to graduate high school this year. So, it's one of those, like, awesome moments you dream about, but you never wish it, to me, I never wish it came this fast because it's everything is just fucking... It's moving now. Like, my son's graduating. My daughter's a freshman, and she's about to be a sophomore next year. So she has about a good 3 years left before she graduates. And it's like, time is just now moving fast. Now that we decided that we're done having kids, like, it's just, can't believe it.
Faster and faster, feel like. Yeah.
So, yeah,
even,
man.
Even outside looking into that, I'm just like, he's 18 already. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when, like, you'd show up at the house. I was
in house at diapers, running around, doing
man.
all this shit. Could barely talk, that type of shit. So to me, it's crazy. And I just think back to when he was that young, when I first saw him when he was born, now to where he's functionally just independent. It's
his
just
own
like,
man.
Yeah.
He
Thinks on his own, does his own shit. Obviously when he needs help, he'll ask me for it, but it's just crazy. You birth a human, Well, I didn't birth him.
Yeah, I was
but,
about to.
you know, he's born, and then you do all these things to raise him, and now he's a functional human. It's like crazy. So yeah, so I'm a 6.5, boys.
All right.
Chris,
Let's
number.
go. This week brought me through the ringer too, man. It's been rough.
Shout out Deck for the drinks,
Oh yeah, shout out, man. Thanks
Yeah,
for,
well,
thanks for the
I kind
breakfast
of felt like
and
that should be a thing. Like, hey, bring us breakfast.
Hey, hey, you guys should learn. Learn. All right.
We're setting expectations here. You know. But no, I really appreciate that, man. That was,
Yeah, no doubt. You guys showed me the hospitality, so I got to give it back tenfold.
Thank you, man. And man, it's definitely I would say a welcome reprieve from this week because, like I said, man, it was through the ringer. We're moving at our job, so now we're doing that bullshit. So this week, for sure, we're gonna be packing up all our stuff. Obviously, we have a bunch of work coming in. It's been rough, and like you said, maybe last night I was gonna come in here with that probably same energy, 3 or 4 like that. But this morning, I don't want to say I got good enough rest because I was still a little restless last night, so I went to sleep kind of late. I was trying to play my video game and it didn't work. Like my server was down. I tried for like an hour, couldn't get on. But anyway,
May I ask what game?
huh? Oh, it's called Icarus. It's like a survival game where you land on a planet and you start like building shit. Like you grab a rock and you grab some fiber and you make like a hammer or whatever. And then obviously you progress through all.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to dive deep. That's what I'm a gamer too. That's all. No.
Oh, okay. So what, FPS shooters or?
That's it. I didn't want to distract you a little bit.
RPGs. We'll get into it.
We can do that offline.
So yeah, I just couldn't get on, and I was like, man, I was frustrated, and then I was like, man, just to top off the day, I can't even play my game that I use as like my stress reliever. So like, all right, I was like, you know what? I do what I always do. I step back a bit, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm doing too much. So like, let me just lay down, watch some TV, and man, I started watching YouTube, and I just let it play.
Yeah.
It was just like on auto go, and I was like, you know what? It's like 12:30. Let me go to sleep. I'm like, all right. So this morning, I woke up, and when you had said that Dak already got here, I was like, oh man, am I late? Like, but then I realized I was like, well, yesterday trying to show up to the pod for no reason. Did I? Is that the?
It's a feedback projection. It keeps coming back on, but you good.
Is that the first time I popped that?
Yeah. Whoa.
Hey,
Pop this cherry. Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa, 2 cherries being popped today.
And then, well, now it's a good morning. Good conversation, definitely, earlier today.
Absolutely.
And, so now I'm up there. I'm going to say 6.
Cool.
6.
Damn. All right.
My turn.
Yep.
First off, shout out to my son, Jordan. I'm doing this for you.
Let's
go.
Jordan.
Shout out.
I'm letting you know that it's okay to talk. Okay? My week, fellas, has been... man. That's always a loaded question, how your week has been.
Yep.
And to sum it up in, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
If we're being 100% transparent, and I told you I would be with you guys, my weeks are always at a 3. I maintain a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people are willing to say that. And that's the hard part. What gets me to where I am now, which is a 6, the energy in here, talking to you guys before we went live, getting a breath of fresh air, listening to my music, finding the laughter whenever you can.
Yep.
Whenever you can. Prime example, Ray, I sent you that video last night of RDC, and just everything in that 2-minute video.
Yeah.
It was just hilarious.
It's funny. Yeah.
Hilarious. I don't know if he showed it to you or sent it to you.
No.
Yeah, we could do that offline too. It is hilarious, but it touches base on what we're going to talk about a little bit later. But little things like that, finding joy. Shout out to Money Penny, in the little things. So with my kids, Luke, Eliana, Jordan. That brings me up to an 8. Always.
That's
Cool.
Always.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Always.
and that's how you have to find it.
Yes. But like I said, it's so hard to, just like you said, tell yourself that in that weak moment.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say weak, I mean WEEK. Like it's hard to be like, hey, find the happiness, find the happiness, find the happiness, because of, just like you said, all the work and all those things just come in so quickly.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I mean, you see me when I come into work sometimes. I feel I look like I just been through the ringer.
Yes.
And I haven't even been to work yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what it's one of those things where, like, you know, maybe the week has got to me already, or maybe I have so much shit on my plate at home. When I get to work, it's like, you know, I'm already on E, or you know, half a tank, that type of thing, where like I barely have enough juice to get to work and mentally lock in, kind of thing. But it goes to what he was saying about, like, sometimes you're going through life and you're on autopilot. And I think we've talked about this before a lot, either autopilot or like functional depression, right? You don't know you're depressed at the time, and your body is just on autopilot to the point where you're like, I'm just living life. Like, I'm waking up, going to work, taking care of the kids, waking up, going to work, taking care of the kids. There's no,
Yes.
you know, I could say
Pause.
no,
Baby Diddy.
there's nothing that jumbles that, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's where you're talking about. You need to find things that, you know, kind of refresh your vision, the outlook, the path, because. And what he was saying about stepping back, sometimes you have to step back to see where you're going.
Yes.
Because if you're just locked into that path and it's the same thing over and over again, you're just in the same moment. And if you're in a depressional state, you won't get out of that for a while, especially if you're not paying attention.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And like we talk about this, depression doesn't mean you're sad.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that. So you might not feel it, but you're going through it at that moment, right?
Correct. But this the recognizing it part.
Yes.
The recognizing it
Yes.
part
That's
within
true.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
Yep. And then we go through, you know, that's why I kind of like the avenues we're going in on this podcast now, where we're kind of doing little topics here and there. We're not just talking about mental health in general, because I think mental health in general is a big scope.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, like, and you can get lost and people can turn off their brain really quick, because it's, once you say mental health, everyone's thinking about like crying, you know, opening up, and then there's a lot more other shit that goes.
You're not. How are you my therapist all of a sudden?
Yes,
I hate when people say that.
And to me, it's like, look, I'm not trying to tell you I have answers. I'm not trying to help you with what you're going through.
No.
But for me, this is therapeutic for me, because I get to talk about my shit.
Definitely. I use this as kind of like a checkpoint to me. Like, we do our mental health check, and to me, it makes me think about, okay, how was my week? You know, like, and putting, it's arbitrary what we talk about, you know, putting a number on it, how your week was. But I think it's a very good, like, I guess I'll go back to it. It's a good checkpoint to come back and be like, okay, I was like this whole week. There was some shit that happened that was wrong. Let me kind of think about it. And I hope you're doing that, you know, when you're listening to us too. You know, it's not just us, you listening to us. I hope it's like an example
or a memory of what happened this past week, that you can pick and choose the blessings that you had that week.
That's exactly what I was going to say. This is that
Yep.
pause moment where you could be like, okay, let me really, really reflect on the week. And was it really that bad?
Yeah. There might have been moments that might have been that bad, but there's probably better things that happened to you that probably overlooked that, but you weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
Prime example, YouTube. Prime example, 18-year-old son.
Yep. So it's you know, and we, like I said, and just to finish off that point, look, I'm not here to tell you that how to feel. I'm not here to tell you.
Oh, then what am I here for?
I'm not a licensed therapist. You know, I don't know what you're going through. I'm just here to tell you what I feel, and I bring people on here so they can express how they feel, because I think I talked to you about this a lot too when we're at work.
Yep.
This space that I have created, and Chris has created, and whoever's been sitting in here has created with their own memories, their own live lessons. This are examples of what men go through.
Yep.
Or people in general, because we've had Addison's wife on here.
Beautiful
And-
episode, by the way.
yeah.
Beautiful
And
episode.
Shout out to Addison. And we're just trying to show you, like, everyone's going through the same shit. It might not be the same exact stuff,
But it's shit.
but it's shit. And, you know, if we can help you, or you can notice, like, hey, there kind of looks like what I'm going through. Oh, maybe I should try that. Or, you know, maybe I should think about it this way. And it might help you. And if it does, then great.
Yep.
But I'm not saying, hey, do what we do as the Bible. Like,
No.
you know, we're just trying to, you know,
We're throwing stuff at the wall too, you know, a little bit.
and
if
we're,
you
you
can't
know,
tell.
yeah, exactly. And we've gotten here before too, where I've said, like, man, I tried this and it didn't work for me.
But that's what life is, trial and error.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, no worries.
Appreciate it. All right, man. I'm gonna go through our mental health check-in with our new guest. I usually do this with every new guest we get. So I'm gonna say 5 questions to you, and just, you know, maybe a brief, either a word or a little sentence will suffice on your answer.
Let's do it.
The first one is, right now I feel
Optimistic.
my energy level is.
High.
One thing that's been weighing on me lately is.
Why you gotta ask hard questions?
Hey, the first two were easy.
I know.
Over here, Steve Harvey. Come on, the timer.
Yeah.
Repeat the question again. I'm sorry.
One thing that's been weighing on me lately is.
Wow. My body.
One thing that's been helping even a little is.
Walking, reading, playing video games, reconnecting with my son.
Cool. Something I need more of this year is.
God, that's a loaded question. Time.
Cool. Yeah, that's a good one. I would say the same exact thing.
I know it's impossible, but
Yeah.
that's what I need.
All right, man. Well, thank you for that. We'll get straight into our mental health segment, or, you know, segment of the pod. Today we're talking about body-mind connection when in regards to mental health. Today we're talking about something that affects all of us, whether we realize it or not, the connection between our body and our mind. A lot of things, when we talk about mental health, we think of it as that only happens in our head: anxiety, depression, stress. We think of them as thoughts or emotions, but the truth is our body and mind are constantly communicating, which is 100% facts. Obviously, if you're stressed out in your head, your body is taking you're basically zapping the energy out of your body. That's why when you're depressed, you can't do shit, because you are just zombie mode, kind of, you know. Our bodies hold stress, they hold trauma, they react to our thoughts and emotions, sometimes before we even realize it, before we realize what's going on. That's 100% facts. If you even think about trauma as in grief, when you lose somebody, or when somebody has a bad accident, or you lose somebody in a traumatic way, like, your body feels that. And I don't know. I mean, I've had those things happen to me before, and it's like paralyzing.
Yeah.
You know, that type of feeling you get in your body. It's like, you know, feels like somebody has cut your spine, kind of like you just feel like your body's numb.
Yeah.
Like there's no feeling, right? Just paralyzing, that type of shit. So today we'll talk about what the body-mind connection actually is. Somewhat signs your body might be telling you something about your mental health, why we ignore those signals, and a simple way to reconnect your body to improve your mental health. All right. So what is body-mind connection? The body-mind connection is the idea that our physical health and mental health influence each other constantly. Think about moments in your life when your body reacted before your mind caught up. Examples: your heart starts racing before a stressful meeting. Your stomach hurts when you're anxious. Yeah. Your shoulders get tight when you're overwhelmed. You feel exhausted and when you're emotionally drained.
Hey man, that's when I sit down at my desk at work.
Yeah, that's when I drive to work, when I'm walking into work, when I badge into the door.
Pretty much Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
It's like that first beep.
Yep.
Oh man, there it is.
It's like, what did I just do?
Yeah. Should have called off today. Man, I think that's me every time. Like I always tell my boss, man, I was gonna call off today. He's like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, he's
like, you watch. I'm actually gonna do it one day.
No, I told him, I was like, watch. One of these days, you're gonna be like, oh shit, he did call off.
Are you coming back? Like, that's the next text.
Yeah, man. Your body is basically an alarm system for your health, for your mental health. Sometimes it sends signals like headaches, fatigue, muscle tension, digestive issues, and trouble sleeping. Oh, no wonder I have sometimes where I have to go to the restroom a lot.
I thought that was just like a normal thing getting older.
Yeah, I think
I didn't think that was some mental health thing. I just thought that was just like body, putting all that different shit into it before, and then you can't do that same thing nowadays.
Well, the way I think about it is when we were younger, we didn't have a lot to worry about. So I believe that's why we didn't. It wasn't. I don't want to say we didn't have a lot to worry about. I think the things that we were worrying about weren't that important.
Yeah, that's what I get you.
And now that we're older, a lot of the shit that we worry about kind of attached to our life, like work, right? You worry about work.
I'm gonna disagree a little bit on that, because when you're younger, it's not that they're not important. They're important to you at the time, right?
You just don't see it.
That's perspective, right? As an adult, you've already gone through a situation like that, so it's how to navigate. Not know, but you know a better way to navigate through certain things. When you're young, you don't know.
Yeah.
So that to you that could be the world, but to me it can be just one straight line, right? As an adult.
Yeah, that's how I was thinking. Just like how you are.
I would say now, I think as you're growing up as an adult, I guess the magnitude of problems seem bigger because your scope of things that you know. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
Like if a problem is like this big to a younger guy, and then to us it seems like this big, but the things that we don't know as an adult are still this big.
Yeah.
So I feel it's all perspective of the way it feels. I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, you are. I just to piggyback off of you, and also you too, Ray. Just as kids, we were. Let's just say I'm just using this as an example. Food, we were given certain food, and then as adults we try different things. So we kind of figure out what kind of works with our body, works against our body. But usually growing up, parents would be like, "Here, eat this. It's good for you." Yeah. That kind of thing. So that's why I said, like, maybe over time, that's what I said, like, with, everything that you've gone through, your body tells you, hey, stay away from that. Oh, that's okay. Make sure you're getting these vitamins because you're not getting them how you used to back in the day, things like that. That's why I was going along with what you were saying. Yeah, and to you guys' point, yes, I agree. Actually, it does sound more, I guess, more important. I guess I used the wrong word, right? Yeah. So for me, the way I'm looking at it is when I'm older now than when I used to be when I was younger, and the way I thought about things, right? I had more to worry about now than I did before. Yeah. So like I was saying, like when things happened before, it was like, oh, it's just happening to me. Yep. And it only affects me. Yep. Yes, I don't want to say it's not important, but to me, there's no like repercussions if that said thing happened. Yeah. Right. Like if I lost my car. Yeah. I can't go anywhere. Well, I don't have kids, so it doesn't really matter. I don't have a wife. I have a job, but I can get to work. Like it's whatever. Yeah. Now it's like, if I lose said car, fuck. My family can't get anywhere. I can't get to work. I can't make money. Now I'm losing my house. Now I can't pay for shit. So I feel like that to me is much. While we're getting older, there's much more things that are connected to our life. Yes. That we worry about. Yes. That create stress in our body. Yes. Right. Before it was like, oh, I'm worried about
damn, how do I look before I go to a party?
Exactly. Yep.
You know, like you know that type of shit. You know, is my hair crispy? Like
Crispy.
that type of shit. Like, you know, like, hey, my shoes cool? They clean?
Oh yeah, they clean.
That, you know,
they're clean.
That type of shit, right? Like,
I don't know why you were saying that. I don't know if I sent you this video, but it is this video of this guy. He's playing basketball, and he's like trying to cross up the guy, and then like he does like a behind the back thing, and then he like falls backwards.
Oh yeah.
And the guy in the video goes, "That one's out of your bag now, boy."
No, Eric said that to me. He was like, "This is you." I was like, "Fuck you." I haven't played basketball since fucking COVID, dog.
So
wow.
while you were saying that, like, you know, like, oh, that was like it reminded me of that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why. Sorry.
No. 100% though. Like,
Stay in your lane. That's what it's. That's
like,
what it sounded like.
At a certain point in life, you know, you got to stop doing what you used to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No, that's good. You got to send me that video. I've never seen.
Oh man,
that.
you got it.
No, I'll
Man,
send
you
it to
see
you.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. Eric said I had seen it, and then Eric said it to me, and I was like, "You bitch!" Like,
I was
Shout
gonna
out.
say, if I didn't send it to you, I was gonna send it
no,
to
yeah.
you too.
I was like, I know why this was said it to me. Like, it was a little bitch. Shout out to Eric though. All right, and I asked him to come today, but
Oh man, that would have been a great
you know,
episode.
Eric is a man of few words, and a man of few replies.
Yes, I noticed that. I work. Yeah, he's a cool ass cat though.
No,
cool
no,
ass
no,
cat.
yeah.
Very
That's
very
my-
cool ass
yeah,
cat.
that's my boy. That's my
Eric,
boy. That's
what's up? Text somebody back.
Don't tell him he's that cool.
Yeah.
All right,
He's alright.
He's
Sorry. They drugged me in here. They said it was cool to call you a bitch.
No, Eric, no.
Wait a minute.
Context matters.
No,
Context matters.
No, yeah. He asked. We were talking about you, Eric, and I was like, "Man, he's a bitch." And he's like, "How did you say that so calmly? Like it wasn't like disrespect or anything." I was like, "No, that's what I told him. You're a bitch."
All
But
love.
it's all love though. Eric,
All love.
It's
All love.
Eric does the same shit. It's all love, dog.
Hey man, you gotta
We
come on
love
the pod. You gotta come on the pod. Hurry.
Yeah, we love you, Eric.
Too short introduction though.
Yeah. Shout out to his wife though. She's living her career finally, and so that's why he doesn't have a lot of time. So I'm not saying that he's just not showing up and text me back because he doesn't want to, but he's living life right now. His life is busy. He got 3
babies.
girls,
Yep. Yeah,
twins,
yeah.
and all
Yep.
that stuff.
Yep.
So shout out to Eric.
Yeah,
Shout out to my baby
his
girl
family.
Cece.
Yep.
Shout out to Kat and the girls.
Everybody.
I mean, that twins at that age too, man. It's shout out to you, Eric.
Yeah,
you doing
for
a
real.
lot, man.
For real.
Definitely.
Get it?
Yeah. So moving on. These all can be ways body says, "Hey, something is going on emotionally," but most of us are taught to push through instead of listening, which we talk about that on the pod all the time. We drink more coffee. We distract ourselves. We ignore it, and we distract ourselves is more prominent now than it ever used to be. Before we didn't have a lot of distractions. Now we have distractions up the ass, whether it's our phone, tablet, games. Before it was like you're sitting outside.
Yeah.
And you have to
The best.
Yes.
The best.
You have to think about it. You have to go through it. Now it's like if you're going through some shit, you look in your phone and that's it. Like you'll doom scroll for hours and then
and not even notice.
Not
it,
even
too.
notice it.
Not even notice it.
I'll rebut you on that. I got off social media about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an Instagram. I have a Snapchat. But I do not get on them, and I have Facebook, of course, solely for family if they want to reach out to me.
Yeah.
That's
Helps
good.
out a lot. I do,
bet.
of course, YouTube, like I told you guys. But I don't know about for you guys, but it's just the toxic space. And I'll use this as an example. I don't know when's the last time you guys looked at a YouTube video, but if you press that, the ads are really just weird. Now.
Hey, I got premium, my G.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Chad. Some of us broke.
Let's go on a side tangent real quick. These ads have been getting so crazy. I pay for like the premium stuff so I don't see ads.
Yeah.
I don't know if you.
No, I'm.
I don't know if you. I don't know if you follow us along. We watch,
yeah, of course.
We
yeah.
watch Formula One a lot, and I pay for the Formula One app, the TV app, and then this year they partnered up with Apple, which it was a whole separate thing. Anyway, I'm like, they were like, you have to use the Apple TV, so I signed up with the Apple TV, and there's fucking ads.
Yep.
That pissed me the fuck. I was like, why am I paying for this? and still getting ads.
You know what it reminds me of, guys? Like, realistically, cable TV, but we're paying for.
Yeah.
We are at this point, yeah.
Different
So many
little
things.
things. But remember how cable TV, you would just watch TV and then, what's the
Commercial come on.
commercial?
Yeah.
I'll just go to the bathroom or
Yeah.
go to the refrigerator or whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's just like the ad, but now you can't walk away because your phone's right there in front of your face.
The video is like, and the guy came up the stairs and he was about to kill
my
you know what?
God.
We'll take this time to show you an ad right now. Like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. To me, it's like I hate it, and I even stopped watching YouTube channels now because I pay for premium, right? So if you have premium YouTube, you don't get no ads.
Mm-hmm.
But these fools, some fucking YouTube channels, they do like in their video ads, and I'm
Yes.
like, bro, I'm not watching no more.
Yeah.
I'm like, I pay
To not watch.
yeah. I was like, I get it. You're trying to make money, but do this shit in the beginning or in the end. Don't do this shit while I'm watching this shit
right in the middle.
in the middle of the video.
Yeah.
Like, now I'm not gonna watch your shit no more. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to sit here for this.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't pay.
But sponsors, please don't stop that. That way we can get.
I was like, we gotta
get a chance.
we gotta drop the other shoe.
Hey man, look.
It is what it is. That's what it is, man.
Hey,
I'm trying to keep us alive. I'm trying to
hey,
keep us alive.
we're well funded over here, my dude. Okay.
We got breakfast this
we've
morning.
We independent. We
Yeah,
independent.
we've been doing great without sponsors. If you want a sponsor, that's great.
McDonald's.
You know, the Golden Arches.
We are not beholden to anyone.
Yes.
There we go. Let's say that.
We are not beholden.
Yes, definitely.
But Dak, appreciate bringing
Yeah.
breakfast.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like I said, if this is something I can get into with you guys, I would absolutely love to do this again. Absolutely.
Oh, damn.
Yep. All right. Moving on to how stress shows up in your body. Stress is one of the biggest examples of body-mind connection. When your brain senses stress, your body activates something called fight or flight mode. That response releases stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. That can cause faster heart rate, tight muscles, shallow breathing, sweating, stomach issues. Now imagine experiencing that every day. Chronic stress can lead to things like anxiety, burnout, insomnia, depression, physical illness. And sometimes people go to the doctor for physical symptoms, not realizing that their mental stress is the root cause.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you that from facts.
Go to the doctor. Go to the doctor.
Yeah. Go to the doctor. Yeah.
That's legit. Like
No.
no, that's legit. Like for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Go to the doctor.
I want to add something on that. You said fight, flight. You could also get freeze. Like people forget about that. They always get you get your fight or flight, but also you get freeze on that one too.
Yeah.
A lot of people can be they can do inaction also on certain things like that. I think that's where like you don't want to do anything. You just you have a list that you have to get through, but
You don't even start.
you don't even choose to do anything. Yeah.
How do you guys deal with insomnia?
I don't. I don't suffer from that.
Right.
From everyone that knows me.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He's
So
Man,
you just
like a
out like whenever you want.
like a light.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Like if you tell me, hey man, we're not doing nothing for like a good 2-3 hours, I'm taking a nap.
Wow.
I love naps. I really do.
What about you? I yeah.
For me, I mean, I think, okay, so before I started working out, so I started this journey about 9 months ago of working out. So before that, we'll go back to COVID, right? So before COVID, I was a very active person. Like I played basketball. That was my sport. He knows. He's been with me forever. I always was playing basketball over the weekends, during the week, that type of shit, in leagues and all that stuff like that. So I never had issues with insomnia because I'm always tired. And even when I'm stressed out, working out was making me tired, right? So I would have to go to sleep. Once COVID hit, I stopped playing basketball, obviously, because of COVID. And then I never picked it back up again because it was like about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And I was just like, I'm already, what am I at, 38? I was 30.
Carried on.
No, we were 31.
31 when
31,
COVID
32,
happened?
Yeah.
So at that point, I was like, I've been out for about a couple years. Maybe if I start, working out again, maybe I can get back into it. And I just never did. Right. So that's when I started getting insomnia. And then especially working second shift, like I was I'd get home and I wouldn't go to sleep till like 3 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and I'd be up and wake up the next morning at like 7-ish to take my kids to school, and my day would start. So like there was no, like, I was only getting like 4 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, that type of shit. So I was running on E all the time. It's not until I started working out and I did this, started this journey where like I go home now after work and I'm like, my brain is at ease. Like I go home and I lay down and I might look at my phone for maybe 10, 20 minutes, but my brain is already shutting down. Like I could feel it. Like I start dropping my phone on my face, or I wake up and I'm like, I missed like 10 minutes of the video that I was watching, that type of shit. So yeah, man, I honestly think working out or finding something that eases your mind before you know you're going to go to sleep, like, or you're ready to go to sleep, is something that you have to figure out at that point. Like,
so you have your wind down. You know what your wind down is.
You have to know what helps you wind down, right? Because I notice the days that I don't work out, when I have like my rest days or when I can't work out that day, I'll go home and I'm up for like an extra couple hours because my body is still, I'm running
ready
on fuel.
To go. Yeah,
I'm running on fuel, you know? But again, you get those days too where like I go home and I'm stressed as fuck, right? And something had to do with work, or like when we had the FDA audit. Yeah. FDA audit, like I'm not sleeping. I'll tell you right now. Like FDA audits, when they're here, like we're in an audit period. Like I'm not sleeping at all. All I can think about is work. Like what the fuck I'm going to do tomorrow. Hopefully nothing goes wrong while the audit is. Did I do all my checks right? That type of shit. So it's like I'm already on fucking emergency mode. But like I said, you know, ever since I started this workout journey, I'm 9 months in now. It's like I haven't had that issue anymore. Yeah. But it was a really big issue for me for a while.
Yeah, that's how it was for me when I went through my weight loss. I think Ray seen me at my heaviest, haven't you? You seen? I lost about 65 pounds. Dude.
Hey, congrats, man.
Congrats, man. Yeah, definitely. That's good.
My heaviest was 285. I won't tell you guys how much I weigh right now, but it's significantly lower. But yes, walking helps. Reading helps too.
Clearing the mind.
Yep. Press that reset button. So that's what I do for my insomnia.
Yeah. I mean, it's you know, it's whatever calms your mind. Like, you know, again, I read something on I think it was either TikTok or Instagram. It's the type of shit. But they were saying that we can't raise our kids now how we were raised because of all the stuff that they have access to. And that's, you know, social media or just phones in general. And I was like, yeah, I get it. Yeah. Like we can't, like there's no, like we can't be like, hey, go outside without your phone. Yep. Like even if we force them, it's like, hey, like this is not the world they're living in, bro. Like you know, this is
a different world.
It's an electronic world. It's
electronic world. And I get it. Like there's, you know, people are trying to make their kids grow up without a phone, but what you're doing is you're studying their growth. Yep. Because when they start getting their phones at an older age,
it's gonna be
they're gonna have anxiety because they're just like, oh shit, what is all this shit?
I have to catch up to what everybody else
is doing. And I think that's, to me, was like, I honestly, as long as we're tracking, because we do that, we track all the stuff my kids watch, and you know, we give them not grace, I would say, but we give them a little leash. Yeah. And then once we realize like, oh, they're doing, you know, they're watching, maybe we catch them watching a video they shouldn't be watching. We kind of reel in the leash a little bit, like, hey, like, you know, if you want to keep doing this, like, you know, we gotta trust you. Yeah. Right. Because if I can't trust you right now, I'm not gonna be able to trust you later. Yep. Right. And this is something little, like this is little stuff.
Yeah. It's TV.
Yeah. Yes. So, yeah, man, I mean,
I'll one up you with that one, dude. Disciplining a black son. One of the, and sorry to open that door, but it is what it is. Most black men aren't there for their sons. Yep. That's just facts.
Most Mexican men either.
That's just facts. I grew up without a dad. It's facts.
Same.
I had to reevaluate. I use that word because that's what it is. I had to reevaluate how I disciplined my son. This was the last time I had gotten on Instagram. I saw this video of this black guy with his son, and he said, "Hey, I want you to remember this, and then go run a mile." He was, about 8 or 9 or whatever. So, and he did it. Kid comes back. Dad asks him, "What did I tell you?" Kid says, "I can't remember. Just doing that one lap." Dad said, "Okay, I didn't get the message through clear enough. We're both going to we're both going to do a lap." Kid said, "Why?" He's like, "Because you should be able to do your everyday thing and remember what I tell you." There should be no gap in the communication between father and son. All I asked you to do was remember this little thing. You go to play every day. Remember it, son. It makes a difference. And if I can't get the message to you, then I should be punishing myself because I'm not speaking your language.
Yep. And I think that is so good that you said that, because as parents, we put, and I won't say this for everybody because I can't speak for everybody.
Of course. Yeah.
Right. But I will say that a lot of parents, and why their kids are not that well behaved, or they go down the wrong path, is because the parents do discipline, but they don't take accountability for how they are processing that communication to their kids.
Correct.
And they think that, if I just tell you this,
That's
your
the
kids
law.
have to listen. Yep. Right? But if they're not getting it and you're not figuring out a way to get it to them,
Correct.
because you can see that they're not getting it and you're not doing anything about it. So at that point, it's your fault.
And there's nobody to punish you as an adult.
Yes. And
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't ever take accountability. They just think, my kids are just not listening.
Yep.
And that's awesome. And I'll tell you this. I mean, for me, I speak on this a lot. I have 4 kids. One, my oldest is a son. And then I have 3 younger daughters. I have to talk differently to each and one of them, right? Even my daughters.
Yeah.
Like, my oldest daughter, the way I speak to her, or the way I, say stuff to her, like, I can't do that with my middle daughter, and I can't do that with my youngest. Like, all of them have different languages.
Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
you have to know that and navigate that, because if you don't, you can't, again, like you said.
There's no relationship.
And then there's no communication.
Absolutely.
They just see the Matrix.
Absolutely.
So,
shout out to Trinity.
all right, man. So your body keeps score. Just to finish off this segment, even emotions like grief, shame, and anger can sit in the body for a long time. If you ever felt a heavy chest, a knot in your stomach, or a tight throat, whoa.
Hey, yo.
Damn.
Yo. I should have took that one out. We needed to hear that.
Or did we? Like,
that's your body expressing.
This is why he got the times mixed up, because it was supposed to be last night.
We said that at dark time.
What's he typing on this thing? Wait a minute.
God damn.
I need to discuss this right now.
that was a part of my insomnia. Nah, man. All right. So we'll just go straight to, since we talked about that, why this matters for mental health. When ignoring your body-mind connection, mental health struggles can build up quietly, but when we start listening to our bodies, we can gain early warning signals. Your body might say, you're overwhelmed, you need rest, something emotionally is unresolved, which you should be listening to that, right? Or you need support. And that's something that a lot of us don't ever like to listen to, or don't ever like to act on, because they think that, either we're too good to do that, or you're embarrassed to do it, or you just don't want to do it. But everyone needs help.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Learning to listen to those signals is a powerful form of self-awareness and self-care. And that's one thing we talk about on here, is being self-aware, right? Listening to the signs of your mind and your body, so that you can kind of live a more happier life. Because when you're not listening to your body and mind, and you're going through depression or stress, like, you can really fall off the edge on that. Mental health isn't just about thinking differently. It's also about breathing differently, moving differently, resting differently, and caring for the body that carries our experiences.
Have you guys noticed that when you're like really stressing, that you hold your breath unintentionally?
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't that the craziest thing in the world? I didn't realize that until recently, dude. I was just like, why the am I just holding my breath and just sitting here, not really breathing?
I think it's your body bracing.
Yeah, but
bracing, right?
exactly.
Like,
but for what though? That's the part that I don't. Is it more stress? Is that what I'm bracing for? That's the thing that it's just so weird. Do you get it?
Yeah.
But I have to remind myself to breathe.
Yeah,
sometimes I'll be at work and I'll be like writing an email and I'm like,
yeah. That's the craziest thing in the world, right? Like,
and I'm like,
can
fuck.
I
I'm like,
I have this like smaller. Well, I guess it's a small ritual at this point. I'll be writing an email, and when I'm done, I'll get up, I'll take a lap, like I guess around the office, and come back down, and I sit down and go.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Because if not, then I feel like I'm holding on, and I'm like, like I feel that. And
it's weird because nobody
like,
tells you because everybody along whoever you're working with is doing the exact same thing.
Same thing, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So here's a question for everyone listening today. When was the last time you really checked in with your body? Not just how you're thinking, but how you're physically feeling. Your body is constantly communicating with you, and sometimes the healthiest thing we can do is slow down enough to listen. Mental health is not just the mind; it's in the breath, it's in the tension, in the exhaustion, in the way that we move through the world. If you take anything from this today's episode, let it be this: your body is not the enemy; it's a messenger. And the more we learn to listen, the better we can care for ourselves.
Oh, where's the collection plate at? Like, for real.
We take tips. We take tips.
See, what are we doing? Like, is nobody gonna call it out? We take tips.
You know what?
Hey, wait, no. Wait, with our audience, they're gonna take that the wrong way. Wait a minute.
That's what I said. What are we doing? Like I said, we take tips. Wait a minute.
And you'll know what we're talking about.
Gratuity.
If you subscribe to our Patreon, hey, if you subscribe to our Patreon, you'll know what we mean by taking tips.
Hey.
That is perfect.
I just did it. All right. PSA for today.
We take tips.
All tips are taken.
Big or small.
Hey. You know what I'm saying? PSA for today. Tomorrow isn't earned, it's given.
Okay.
And I think that's one thing I'm taking that phrase very heavily. Being able to just wake up. I'm not worried about tomorrow, not worried about yesterday. Being able to close my eyes and then wake up the next morning and being able to move, function, do what I do. Just do simple things, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's one thing where I see a lot of shit happen on the internet or whatever, and people are either, you know, paralyzed from the neck down or wake up, have back problems, or, you know, they can't really do things normal in life. Like, I'm getting older, don't know how long this is going to last. I need to make sure that I take every day as what it is and be blessed for what walking down the street, getting into my car, fucking, you know,
doing this podcast,
waking up, that type of shit, taking a shit by myself, you know, that type of shit.
Hey, you laugh, but you know what? There's gonna be a future, man.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I
might not be able to.
No, I agree. That's what I said. I tell my son the exact same verbiage, but differently. What can be given can be taken away.
Yep.
No, yeah, I get it. I was laughing because who shits with anybody? That's like.
Hey man, I see some videos on the internet where it's like they got two facing each other, two toilets facing each other.
Like, having a good one? No, it's not coming out yet.
All right, man.
Stick with me. Stick with me.
Eye contact.
Fucking. I was gonna mention that Keenan Peele fucking episode.
Oh, that's right. There is one.
Oh, what's that? Wait. No.
They're jacking off.
Oh my god. Well, now I'm about to go watch that. Like for real.
Oh, that's just funny. All right, man. Today's topics. We'll hit the Raider one first. Max is back.
Yep.
Fuck the Ravens. They did this man dirty.
Hey man, I heard that interview that he did about talking about him being in the building.
Crazy work.
I can't believe they did that, man.
Crazy.
Wait. Him being in the Ravens facility?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So-
they say, never mind?
No, yeah.
Mhm.
Look at check this out. So just we're gonna recap this really quick, just real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So he got traded that Friday, right?
Of course.
He didn't go to Baltimore until Monday. Shout out to Max Crosby for celebrating his 6 years of sobriety.
Yep.
That's a big
Definitely.
milestone.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he didn't go to Baltimore till Monday. He arrived there Monday. Tuesday he was in the building with his family. Daughter, wife. He was in the building doing his physical while his daughter and wife were in the other part of the building, relaxing, waiting for him. He didn't even see the general manager until the end of the day.
Oh, that's terrible.
This dude traded for you 2 first-round picks, and you're a superstar, and you don't even get greeted by the general manager?
Dude, that's fishy just off the start. Like, you get in the building and they sent you right to the doctor's office. Like,
Yeah.
what? All right. Anyway.
So
yeah.
they do all that stuff, and then he's like asking, like, "Hey, like, where's the GM at?
Yeah, well, who's
Where-
here to
where-
greet me? Yeah.
Where's the coach at? Like, I want to, get to talk to them, blah, blah." He's like, "Oh, we'll find him for you, blah, blah."
Wow.
So he went through that whole day because I guess physicals there, they take, 8 to 12 hours, whatever. Finally, he's like, "All right, they want to see you." So he goes up, sees the coach, and then I guess as he's seeing the coach, he sees the general manager in the next room.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for him. So
Mhm.
he goes into the general manager office, and he says that when he greets the coach, that the coach looks like blank face, kind of like,
Like, like he's not supposed to be here? That kind of thing?
yeah, like that type of shit, like, oh shit, like something's about to go down type of stuff.
Mm.
So he goes to see the general manager, and the general manager goes, "Look, man, I'm sorry, I don't know how to tell you this, but we're not gonna trade for you."
Damn.
And I'm like, dude, you literally had this boy in the Ravens facility, his family there.
That's terrible.
You knew all the shit that was going on with his knee, and you guys had buyer's remorse and fucked over a top 5 player in the NFL. Like, to me, I think that was one, because I was like, if this was a 45th player on the team,
Well, could you compare it? Because they wouldn't even be there.
but that's my point.
Yeah.
It's like, if this was a 45th player, 50th player on the roster, and you just decide, hey, we're not trading for you no more,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Text
But-
message.
But if he's a fucking superstar in this league,
Mhm.
fucking the face of the Raiders, one of the faces of the NFL,
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows this guy, and you're gonna do that to him, that's fucking crazy work, right? So fuck the Ravens.
Yep.
I'm glad he's back. I hope he stays a Raider forever. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen after this year, but I can tell you right now, this guy is gonna be a fucking menace to this year. You guys
Oh,
thought
yeah.
you guys thought
Defense? Oh, yeah.
you thought that this guy is gonna be pissed off. This guy is gonna be fucking.
Oh, he going to take his frustration out on everybody. And
Yeah.
as soon as it's the Ravens' time, he going to be like, y'all seeing what I've been doing, right?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Switching gears, going into basketball, talking about Kobe's 81. I would say Kobe's 81 record being broken because I don't ever think anybody's gonna get to 100. But Bam, I am a troll out of bio. Broke Kobe's 81 single game record score with 83. But I am just I might be that.
Can we save yours for last? Because it's not biased, isn't it? Is it a biased opinion?
No.
That's why I said, can we save yours for last?
Yes.
I kind of feel like we should. Because
Okay.
Okay,
Go ahead, Dad.
Yeah,
All right, Dad, you can start off that.
You can have Max too. I mean, I was listening to all the noise. I use that term loosely about it. It's a record.
It's right.
You done? You guys want me to say about this?
Do I have?
Because I
Hey man, I heard what the game what it looked like, and to me, I'm just like, if you want to knock that one down, if you want to take that one,
the exact same. It's a record. That's why I want it ready to go last to get all that little out. That's it. It's a record.
all right.
we're here for the crash out.
Yes. Where's it at? This is give me the energy. This is what you guys need.
All right.
Save the best for last.
If you know me, you know I am a Kobe stan, right? I don't give a fuck. Don't care. I still think Kobe's better than Jordan. I still think Kobe's better than LeBron. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care what you think. Don't care about your opinion. That is my opinion.
That's a mental health for your ass right there.
I've watched Kobe. I love basketball. If anybody's know me, I played basketball since I was this little. Basketball is my game. Was my game. I don't play anymore, but that was my shit. If you know me, you knew that I was I was a problem on the court, right? So the Lakers,
Kobe Rad.
yeah, the Lakers are my team. Kobe was obviously with us for 18, 20 years. I am a Kobe stan, right? I am not mad that he broke Kobe's record, right? That is not what I'm mad about, because I was assuming Devin Booker would have done it, Kevin Durant would have done
Absolutely.
it, Stephen Curry would have done it,
Absolutely.
even Klay Thompson would have done it, right? I would have been more gracious and happy.
As a guard.
Not even it could have been Jokic. It could have been
Okay,
Giannis.
yeah, I get you that. I get that one. I get you that one. Yep.
What I'm saying is, I wouldn't have cared if one of the people who are going into Hall of Fame would have broke his record.
Understood.
Right? I would have been more than happy to have lived 2 times I've seen somebody score over 80 points. That would have been great for me,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
As a
fan.
a basketball philosopher lover, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thing that pisses me off the most is before he hit this 83-point game, the highest he's ever scored in a game was 41 points, right? 41, not 73 like Devin Booker,
Yep.
right? Not like 68 or 70 like Luka.
Yep. 70.
Not 68, I think, like Kevin Durant or that type of shit. Not 60-something like fucking Klay Thompson. 41 points, right? 41. And then, to top it off, right, you shoot 40 fucking free throws. And you only hit 24?
That's crazy.
You could have had 100, my boy. And that's why I think I'm more pissed off.
Yeah. That's
If you would have hit all your fucking free throws, Mr. Oh, I know what Luka was when I know how Luka felt when he was in the zone scoring 60 against us. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
But save the best for last. That's what I said. Save
Shut
the
up.
best for last.
Shut the fuck up. You don't know anything. You don't know. Talking about, I swear to God, I don't give a fuck if you're 6'8", 6'9". I will drop kick your bitch ass if I see you in public. If you ever say that shit in front of me, Wilt, bam, Kobe, shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
I think I'm gonna cool you off a little bit. I think it should always be no matter what. It should always read Wilt
Kobe. Thank
Damn.
you.
It should always
and
read
then
that.
look it.
Always.
And
it's no disrespect to Smith. It's no disrespect to Bam. But I mean, it's Kobe fucking Bryant.
And I'll give
it's
it to
the
you.
bean.
It is a record. His name is gonna be in the record.
That's what I said.
Cool. But I'm never gonna acknowledge you.
Exactly.
I'm never gonna. I'm never going to acknowledge your 83-point game.
I think what he's trying to say is he's not accepting it. He's acknowledged it. I'm not accepting
Yes.
it.
You would never. If you would ask me 10 years from now, and I'll be like, who? Wilt, Kobe.
Bam.
They're gonna be like, what about Bam? No, I'm not even gonna mention Bam. Who cares? He's not even on the list.
Yep.
Because you're not gonna be in the Hall of Fame, sir. I'm sorry. I'm telling you that right now. You're not gonna be in the Hall of Fame. You're not gonna be top fucking 150 players of the world. You'll probably be top 300.
I don't know, dude. Like that's just I'm being 100% honest with you. And as a stand too, the way the league is, and I use this term loosely, progressing.
Fuck Adam Silver too. Letting this happen. David Stern should have died on the fucking throne. Because your bitch ass just fucking ruined this game.
The way
Adam Silver.
The way the game is progressing, I can see the 100 being hit. I honestly.
Oh no! Look, and that's my point though.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying.
My point is, I thought honestly, I thought in my thinking that Steph Curry was gonna break it.
See, I thought Kevin Durant. I thought he was the closest.
No, I mean, yeah. Well, even Devin Booker, because Devin Booker's an elite scorer.
Absolutely.
You know, and to me, like I was like, all right, one of these guys are gonna break it. When he hit that 73, I was like, oh, he's gonna go for it because he knows. But he never did it, so I'm like, okay, like
because he knew what you knew.
That's my point.
He knew what you knew. It'd be not necessarily disrespectful to Kobe, but damn, can I really put my name up there with somebody who has 5 championships?
And then the audacity.
Yes.
He goes, Kobe would have told me, do it again. Shut the fuck up. My God. It made me throw up in my mouth right now.
I think Kobe would have been like, if you'd run that shit against me, you'd have been 15 points.
Dog. And oh my God.
That's what I get you.
Kobe scored more points than the Dallas Mavericks in 3 quarters.
Yes.
They were blowing them out.
Yes.
Mhm.
And he says, you know what? I'm just going to sit the whole 4th quarter. Like, and then you're happy that you were in after being up by 30 and shooting
Against the
40,
Wizards.
and then shooting 42 free throws.
Against the Wizards.
And then your team, and I think this is, if it happened organically,
Oh, yeah.
right? If it happened organically, if this game was like close all the way to the end and he hit 83, I think I'd be more accepting. But
Oh, absolutely.
to be up by that much the first 5 minutes of the 4th quarter, you should have been already sat down. And then for your team to foul them as they're getting the ball just so you can get the ball
Absolutely.
back.
Absolutely.
Like that, I think right there was like, I was like, that the basketball gods are going to punish you because that is, you are basically rigging the game.
Well, not making it fun. Not making it fun.
And I was like, that I'm okay. That was my rant for today, guys.
Yeah, that's what I said. Save the best for last.
All right, getting into the Kenny Martin shit. If you guys haven't seen, Kenny Martin is a part of Gil's Arena's basketball show. They talk about sports and all that stuff like that. He had brought up, I guess, a video, and then I just started figuring out like what happened, or when this video was recorded. But basically, the scene was set. They were gonna film their show. As they're filming, Kenny Martin was like, "Can I talk?" Blah blah. And he starts getting into like, I just want to, say this out loud because I feel like, nowadays, people don't do this, a lot or whatever. And when people start disrespecting you and, you have people you invite them to your home, they meet your wife, your kids, and you grace them with,
with hospitality bringing them
and all
into
that stuff,
into your love.
yeah, that type of stuff like
yeah.
that. And then you find a video of them making fun of you or talking shit. And
After the fact?
No, it was before the fact.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I was saying. Like, I think at the time I thought it was during he was working with them.
Yeah.
Then I realized I found it out. It happened after that.
After.
I mean, before that.
Oh.
Like way before he started working for them.
Oh.
So then he brought the guy onto the set because he was one of the producer guys, and he was like, yeah, basically telling him like, what the fuck is this? Like, explain to me.
Yeah,
blah, blah.
he's confrontational. Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I'm just bringing this shit to light because, I feel like nowadays nobody does this shit. People hide behind screens and blah, blah, blah. So people are saying that Kenny Martin's a bully. Look, to me, Kenny Martin is a dog.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And he says what he feels and he feels what he say. What I'm saying is you're lucky that's all that happened.
Yeah.
Like, he brought him up, talked to him.
Yeah.
Because Kenny Martin would have fucking...
NBA Kenny Martin.
He would have...
Yeah.
Walked into the place,
Kmart.
said nothing to nobody.
Kmart would have came out.
Yep.
He would have walked into the place, said nothing to nobody, and whooped that fool's ass. And everybody
Kmart.
would have been like, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah,
that type of shit. So
Yep.
yeah, shout out.
What's wrong with being confrontational respectfully nowadays? Why can't we do that?
That's what? That's a good question because a lot of people are like, set your boundaries, but then when you do, it's like it's bad on you.
Yeah.
Like what? Like
Well, we had talked about boundaries before, right?
yeah.
And how when we set boundaries and people, what did we say? We said, make sure you set your boundaries and don't let other people tell you how to feel about your boundaries.
Very beautiful. Very, 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 very beautiful. Very
Yeah.
beautiful.
So I think that's what you're trying to say. Like,
yeah.
when you set your boundaries, just because somebody says like, what the fuck? Like, it doesn't mean it's wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because that's your boundary. That's why you are setting that boundary because it's yours. Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like me telling you like about your boundary. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, like, how can I tell you how to feel about your how can I tell you about that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's crazy. I just, me personally, I do not mind healthy confrontation. I really don't. I got into it. I won't go into detail, but I got into it with respectfully got into it with a coworker, and it was a great conversation. I got to see his views and he saw mine. At the end of the day, I didn't think any less or any more of him. I just listened to what he had to say.
but I think that what you're saying is like we used to do that. it was either we would talk about it and we'd fight,
Yeah.
or we talk about it and be like, hey, we're cool.
Yeah. But nobody does that
Yes.
anymore. Nobody does that. Everybody's like, oh, we talked about it. F him.
Yeah.
Oh, F her.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Or, just like you said, they don't talk about it.
Yeah. And they act like nothing's happening. And
Exactly.
It's
even though it's like
Yeah.
literally all over the
And
walls.
it's, it's in the background.
that's even
You
more.
can
That's
feel it,
even
yeah.
that's even more toxic. I tell you. But yeah, man. All right, man. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of the pod.
Ooh.
Let me
Uh-oh.
stretch them before we go, because
Yeah.
that coffee got me.
All right, man. Let's talk about deck real quick for
Ooh.
meat and potatoes of the pod.
Hey.
All right, man. So I've known you for how long? You been together? 3-4 years?
I've been where we worked at for 2 years as a contractor, coming up on 3 years as a FTE.
So 5 total. All right. So I've known you for 5 years. I've been there for 6. So
Ooh.
probably a year before
Yeah.
you got there.
Yep.
So where did you work before?
I did. So, okay. I'll give you a quick crash course. Coming straight out of high school, it was like anybody, either going to go to school, find a job. Found a job. Found a good job.
Mhm.
18, knucklehead. I was a manager at
Oh.
Foot Locker.
Shit. Oh, all right.
Exactly. Now this is 2000 and
It's the ref.
Exactly. You see, you know the energy. So that's what I said.
Mhm.
Just go get in the car, go along with me on this journey. This was in 2009. So you guys remember 2009 energy,
Mhm.
2010.
Yeah.
All the hits.
Yeah. Backward jerseys.
Yes.
Do-rags.
See?
Side caps.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Harlem shit.
yeah.
There you go. So this is when everything was live, and I was about like maybe 22. I had fucking braids in my hair, dude, beads. Like I was like on one. I had money, so I was goofing off. I'm venturing off, but I'm just like giving you guys the energy.
Yeah.
That fell through, but it gave me a lot as far as management experience. At the time of my life, after that, worked some in and out jobs, not actually in and out, but just retail jobs. And then I got into the pharmaceutical business with my child's first mother.
Mhm.
She introduced me to that. Worked out well, but I couldn't, kick down any doors. I couldn't go anywhere. I was stuck. If once you guys get to know me more, I hate being stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely hate it. I had to do something different. Told the manager there, this is the eye-opening shit she told me. She was just like, well, if you're going to leave, then we wasted all that training for nothing. And I was just like, oh, so that's how you view me, huh?
Uh-huh.
Damn. Okay. I left, came to where you are, not using the company name. Started off as a contractor. I had already had my son, so I had a hard reset.
Mhm.
It was a hard it was another reset. It was scary because at my first pharmaceutical job, I had security and 401k, all that fun stuff. You guys know what it is. And I said, this ain't for me. So I had to drop all that to go to be a contractor. And it happened to be the best thing that happened for me. As you can see, I'm making new relationships here. People at work know me. They know my energy. They know my vibe. You know that, right? I'm a pretty straightforward person. So I thank God, but I also give myself, a gold star pat on the back for having the courage to be able to say, hey, you can start over again at 32. 32 with a 1-year-old.
I'll tell you this. You were scared. I was even more scared. So before I got to Gilead, I was working at it was a water softening company. I was a supervisor there. I had been there for 10 years. It was 2019, right before COVID, and they hit us with in 2018. At the end of 2018, they hit us with like, "Oh, we're moving. We're gonna move to Arizona."
Oh wow!
Right, and I was like, I thought I was gonna retire here. Like I was
Yeah, that's the
I
company.
was 10 years in, like, you know, I was like, cool, you know, cool little job, hired on, had 401k, do all that stuff. That threw me for a fucking loop because I was like, bro, I'm 30. At that time, I was 32, 31, around there. 4 kids. No, 3 kids. 3 kids, 1 on the way. So I was like, I was tripping out. Like, what the fuck am I going to do? But my mentality is like, all right, this happened to me. Now I got to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do. I can't sit here and just, you know, cry about it. Like I have to figure this out, and I'm going to figure this out. That's how I viewed it. My wife was like like she was scared because she's like, you know, we've known is this job you had, and now we're having another kid, and you're about to lose your job. Like we don't know where we're going. Going that, they were like, all right, well, you know, if you want to move with us, we'll let you. So I sat down with my boss and I told him, look, I've been loyal to this company for 10 years. I've been here. I basically take care of everything. Yeah. I was like, if you want me to go, I can go, but I have to bring my whole family. And I was like, I don't have money like that. So, you know, you guys are going to give me a severance or whatever. I was like, why don't you put that for a down payment on a house for me? Because this is where I'm going to stay. Like, I'm not leaving here to, like, rent. Like, I'm going out there to go. And he was like, oh, you know, they gave me the runaround, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, whatever. So once I figured that out, I was like, that flipped the switch in my head. Like, like, nobody cares. They just see you as a expendable employee number, like that, whatever.
You're just a number on the sheet.
I never even thought about that, dude. Yeah. As a number, we are numbers. I keep fuck it.
They don't give a fuck.
Honestly, to me, the one thing that I've always known, well, not always known, but I kind of deduced was if you don't show up to work, they can get someone else to show up to work to do what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So to me, I know it's unfortunate, and I think I would say that if I'm my boss, I would say that that Chris is not a team player.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you need to be part of a team, and they don't make you feel like you're part of the team.
Absolutely.
You're just the worker there.
Absolutely.
So I'm sorry.
They don't make you feel like a pillar. Absolutely.
Like, I'm sorry. I have a little animosity against management because they think that way. But that's just the system, you know. Like they're worried about the numbers. You're worried about keeping your job.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's when they flipped the switch on in my head. Like, man, like I gotta stop relying on them to, you know, or relying on anybody to, you know, think that they're gonna care about my feelings or about my situation or whatever. So I was like, fuck it, I gotta find a job. So I ended up finding Gilead a long time ago, and they told me I was gonna come in as a contractor, and I was like, all right. I'm like, I already know what I'm making, right? And they're like, well, if we hire you, you're gonna be making 18. And I was like, I'm gonna have to think about this because from what I'm making now to what I'm gonna have to be making, and I'm not gonna get any benefits, like that's a big hit, right? So I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? It's supposed to be a good company. I'm like, fuck it, like let's do this.
You know what? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you know, it's crazy how many. I don't know if it's just because of us growing up with our fathers that we say "fuck it" a lot instead of saying something else.
Yes,
I care, not like I fuck it. Like I don't know if you noticed that. Yeah. I say that shit a lot too. I was like, I shouldn't be like that though. I should never say "fuck it." I should just be like, let me reflect real quick.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Yeah, I was just like, man.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, like I was. Hey, we'll figure it out.
Exactly. That part right there.
To me, I was just like, hey, you know what? Let's jump. Because I was like, there's nothing else I have right now. They're about to leave in about a couple months, or like it was like 3 or 4 months. I was like, fuck it, let's just jump. I'm like, I ain't gonna know unless I go, and you know, I'll figure it out while I'm there. If I can stay there, then I'll stay. If not, I'll find something else, whatever. So I ended up getting there, and yeah, man, I've worked my way till now being a supervisor, and I'm like,
haven't looked back.
And like you said, all glory to higher power and
absolutely
giving me the health
But I
the
did
fortitude and the drive that I've created, and the hard work and the long nights and crying in my car because because there was a point in time, bro.
No.
I was working material handling by myself.
Tough.
For
Tough.
4 to 5 months.
Tough.
By myself.
Tough. That's what I said. Tough.
Right now, we have fucking 4 people doing that shit.
Yes.
5 if you include me. Because when I need me, I do it. But it's like, I was doing that shit by myself.
I'm
I'd go
the blueprint.
in.
I'm the blueprint.
Go in at 7, leave at 7.
Yep.
I was there fucking every day.
Yep. Yep.
And, you know, to figure out where I'm at now and how blessed I am to have that job, and to know what I did to get to where I'm at now. And that's why I tell the guys, I tell them all the time, you guys can talk shit. Because I was like, everyone talks shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because of how I got to where I'm at. Right? How I went from a 4 to a supervisor. Like, I know a lot of people are going to talk shit because, you know, they feel like, oh, I maybe I should have been it, or, you know, how does he, because I worked my ass off. Mm-hmm. And I was telling time, you guys talk shit all you want, but that ain't going to faze me because I know how hard I worked to get here.
Go ahead. I didn't know if you were going to speak.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though, Ray? It's maintaining that level of what you just said and still trying. And people not understanding that, hey, this is not who you are completely. This is who you have to be.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Who you have to be.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it for others.
Yes.
And myself.
Yes.
No. It's not for everybody. I'm gonna say that.
Well, you
it's not for everybody. That grind and everything. It's not for. Unfortunately,
well, that's the point. That's the point.
Yeah.
They're not looking at it through his eyes. They only see them. Like, it's just a job, bro. That's what they see. Just like,
yeah, you know, I do have that little bit of mentality also, but like, not always, right?
Yeah.
I'm not against other people. Like, if you do your hard work, hey man, you deserved it. Like, we talk about this all the time. If you're gonna give someone flowers, give them the flowers because they deserve it.
Absolutely.
Not because of whatever it is. I was gonna get into saying that our generation has that participation trophy mentality, I think. So they feel like seniority makes them deserve that next level. And I think when they see, like you said, someone saw you jump up or whatever, you know, leapfrog from where you were at to a management role, they can be like, well, why not me? Well, then you worked hard for it.
Yeah.
So you got to give yourself your flowers for that. But they don't see that, you know.
But I think that also says because you know who he is outside of work.
Yeah.
That's a huge deal. That's why, just like I said, I'm pretty sure me and Ray are gonna bump heads one day. We haven't yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. But I know who he is outside of work, so I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna let him say what he's gonna say. I know he's probably right because he's been doing this for longer than I am. Well, but it's harder for me to hit listen right now.
The only people I bump heads with are people who are not how do I say, like,
understanding, listening.
Well, it's not even listening part. I think it's just, for me, it's like, I know who I am.
Yeah.
Right? I know who I am and I know what I expect.
Absolutely.
You know, and if you're not doing that, then I tell you, hey, this is what I expect and you're not doing it. And I'll tell you, like, hey, this is what I expect.
Yeah.
And you're not doing it.
Yeah.
And if you can't take that criticism, brother, then that's where we bump heads. Because it's like, you know, I'm at a point now in my life where, like, I have to make sure, like, we are all in line. And you've seen me at work.
Oh, yeah.
You've never seen me at work, right?
Yes.
This guy's seen me at work.
Yes, that's what I said. Yes.
I've created a family culture in second shift that people on first shift talk shit about.
Yep. Yep.
Like, they hate us because of the way I handle my team on second shift. Because I am
don't give details, but
my shift on second, they love being on second because of what I do for them and how I treat them, and I treat them like people. I don't treat them like
employees. Numbers.
You know, and that type of shit. So people on second, like, you can tell the difference between first and second shift and how people view us and all that stuff like that. But to me, it's like, I don't really bump heads with a lot of people other than people who just disrespect me or like they try to talk down to me.
That's what I was gonna say. That part that they trying to break you down.
Yes. And then now that I'm a supervisor, I don't take that shit no more.
Yep.
Like before, I used to be like, I can say some words and then I'll just kick it to my manager. Now it's like,
Respectfully fuck it.
motherfucker. Yeah. You better watch your mouth.
Respectfully fuck it.
You want to say that again?
I can do it, but if I do it, I'm gonna let you know.
So
you're
saying,
not needed.
So you're saying this is where you started with a per my last email?
Yeah.
For my last email.
Can you clarify what you said? Because I think I'm misunderstanding. Nah, man. But yeah, it's good to hear your story because I had the same exact.
We got one more. We got to hear one more story and one more backstory.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's meat and potatoes, baby.
Oh,
meat
man.
and potatoes.
I'm real simple. Grew up single mother household. Pretty much had all my friends as kind of like my chosen family that I've had.
Very nice. Very nice.
And I'm the most simple guy you ever meet, man. If I'm not sleeping, I'm trying to eat something good and just chilling. You'll never find me in too much drama.
Too much, just enough.
Well, drama's always gonna find you.
Yeah,
That's life.
That's very
That's
true.
just life.
Very,
Yeah,
very
just know that if he is in drama, it's not because he chose to.
he went looking for it.
Yeah, that's the thing about him. Like, if he's in some sort of drama, it's because he's in the middle. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not the one
Yeah.
that chose to do it.
I got
He
you.
didn't act it out in the drama, or he's not receiving the drama because it didn't happen to him.
I got
He
you.
just happens to be.
I
in
catch
the
a
middle.
lot of strays, my
Yeah,
boy.
You know,
I catch a lot of strays over here.
that's part of his personality.
I didn't even want to be here, but
somehow I'm here. You know? And
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I just try to live my life one day at a time, man. That's
Yeah.
See,
all
I
really
didn't know.
can
I didn't know. Like you were a single raised household too. Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Wait, and that's why I think for the people who, if obviously me, him, and Eric.
Yeah.
Eric was also raised single mother household.
Yep.
And I believe that's why we're so close because I grew up without both of my parents.
Oh shit.
My mom was in and out of my life because she was a drug addict. My dad was in jail when I was born, so he was not in my life at all. So I was raised by my Filipino mom's grandparents, or my Filipino mom's parents. So they were very strict.
Yeah.
From the PI,
Yeah.
that type of shit. So that type of upbringing and all that stuff like that. So I didn't have parents growing up.
Traditional
parents.
There you go.
But even with that, like I will tell you, look, yes, I will say, I did have a father figure. My grandpa was my father figure. My my older cousins, I had father figures all over the place. But still, like to me, you can say that as much as you want, but it doesn't beat having a dad.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'll tell you that right now. Like I can say that, and it was good for me to have people like that in my life.
Yeah.
To point me in directions or know what was right from wrong and all bullshit. But I'll tell you right now, ain't nothing better than to be with your parents, right?
Have parents.
Period. Right?
Yeah.
When my mom was good, she was good. When she was bad, she was really bad.
Oh yeah.
And I like I said, she was in and out of my life. I'd see her in rehabs. She'd be good coming out, and then a couple months later she'd back on whatever she was doing the same thing, kind of like a family cycle. But I think that's one thing I do notice about all of us is like we kind of gravitated towards each other because of our dynamic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
I was looking for my mom. He had his mom, so I was kind of like I call his mom.
Oh, nice.
Same thing with Eric's
Very
mom.
nice.
Like,
Very
I'm
nice.
very close with their mom, so like
definitely.
I was looking for that mother figure as well, and I happened to fall in into their laps and kind of be around their family. Like I know Eric's sister, I'm very close to her too. Like I'm more of I chose my family, and I think for me it was looking for, because I think that's a lot of reason too why me and my why my first relationship was very toxic, because she didn't like me hanging around with them. But for me it was like they were my chosen family. They were the family I had.
Yep. And that's important.
Yes, for me it was very important, and I think that's why we always bumped heads. And my wife now, at first she didn't understand, and then she understood
Yeah, because she listened.
She knew
listened
what
and
was
watched.
going on.
Yeah.
She knew that they were very important to me, and that was something that I needed, because like they were I don't talk to a lot of my family.
Yeah.
Like them. So like I say, this dude, I talk to him like every day.
Yeah.
It's probably the only person I talk to every day. Like
That's
that.
good stuff.
It's like
He's right. Oh God, this guy.
Nah, man. I love.
he's like, so
Yeah.
like, I'll just say like, you are who you surround yourself with, and then if you look around, you kind of figure out why you're with.
Yeah. I think the most important part is what you said. I chose.
Yeah.
I chose.
Well, it's not only that I chose, is that they accepted me.
But
Because it could have been like I chose them, but they're like, I don't like you.
Hey, get
Exactly.
out of here. Like, why is he still here?
Yeah,
Exactly.
So I feel like it went both ways. It's like
Yeah.
I chose them as my core group, my brothers, and they also accepted me and chose me
Absolutely.
as their brother.
Absolutely.
And I think that was one thing that kind of locked us in for life after that. And I'm very, and if you, I mean, you'll know now that you know me kind of personally.
Yeah.
Like I'm very loyal. Like once you got my attention and you are a part of my life, like I'm loyal until you make me not loyal.
Yeah, which is
And
important.
When I'm not loyal, fuck you.
Oh, you
Yeah,
know.
fuck
Like,
it.
and it's not a disrespectful
You'll
way.
know.
No, it's just
And
I can't fuck with you no more.
Yeah.
I understand.
And it's
Yeah.
not a disrespectful fuck you. It's like one of those like, look, like,
This is where is
Yeah.
where the line is.
Yes.
I understand now.
and now I'm like, hey, whatever, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
I'm like I said, I grew up with just my mom.
brothers, sisters?
Yes, I have a older sister. She lives in Alabama. I have a younger brother. My mom, she was put through a lot. She was put through a lot, and we'll just leave it at that. She was put through a lot. The one thing that I noticed is that she was always getting disappointed. But I didn't recognize that until I was an adult. I saw it as a child every day, but I didn't recognize it until as an adult. Through therapy, I found out that I was afraid to talk to my mom because I was afraid of disappointing her, because she had always had
You saw it.
disappointment.
Yes.
So that's why I felt the need to, and I'm sorry, Mom, very much. I felt I need to have to lie to her, go around her back to do things, because I didn't want to openly speak and disappoint her, because the way that she was raising me, she was doing the best she can.
Yeah.
And it was, I thought I was getting you on the right path. How are you not listening, and how are you not understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just didn't know how to voice it at the time, being a child. I knew the disappointment was there, but I didn't know how that looked, as far as like, hey, if I say this to you, will you be disappointed? I kind of feel like you're always disappointed, so maybe I shouldn't say anything.
Yeah. But then I'm not sure how your relationship with your mom is, like if she ever talked to you about that. But I think that's one thing that we did talk about how I'm different with my kids now than I was before. Well, me growing up.
Yeah.
Because me growing up, my grandpa never showed me he loved me.
Yeah.
Never said it.
Yep.
My grandma was the only one that was like mushy, like, like lovey-dovey
More
with
affectionate.
me.
Yep.
More
Yep.
affectionate,
Yep.
So I didn't get that from my grandpa. So like for me, my son, like I'm very open with, when I first was a young dad, I wasn't like that.
Yeah.
I was like my grandpa. Like I was real strict,
Hard
stern,
ass. Yeah.
discipline, that type of stuff. As I grew older and I noticed the change in him and how he was fighting back, and I noticed that's how I wanted to be,
Yep.
but I never was, because I get my ass whipped.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was like, and then I started voicing my feelings to him.
Yep.
And I started obviously apologizing to him. Like, that's something that he needs to understand. Like, I was going through when I was a kid, but I never acted like that, which he was. And I told him, like, I'm sorry, I should have been different, but you showed me what I should be doing.
The error in my
Now-
Ways. Yep.
Yes. Now that I get to lay down that foundation with him, and my relationship has gotten a million times better with him.
Yeah.
But I don't, like I said, I don't know if she ever talked to you.
That's a good
openly
question. That's a good question.
And was like, hey, this is, and obviously there were probably, you know, grown up disappointments that she probably didn't want to talk to you about, but at the same time, it's like
you can't help but see it.
Yes,
you can't help but see it as a child. You immerse yourself in everything. It's mom. It's mom.
Yeah, and that's why I was talking about like with my trauma with my mom, is my sister was too young to see all the shit that I went through when I was older, and I remember everything.
Yeah, that's the part.
My sister caught the tail end of it because she was obviously, she's like 4 years younger than me, so she got the tail end of it. Like it was like already like she was just in and out of rehab. I saw the cops coming to my house to arrest my mom. Fucking my mom wilding out on my grandparents. My mom leaving the house. Like I'd come home from school. My mom's outside fucking walking in front of the house, being fucking, you know, doing all the fucking crazy ass shit. Like I saw all the fucking crazy stuff. And so that, I think right there is like one of those things where like I never got closure to that until, you know, the last time she was in rehab, because she passed away she passed away the 3 days after my wedding.
Oh wow.
And before that month, that year prior to that, she was in rehab and she was getting good. She was blah blah blah, and I ended up talking to her.
Did she go to the wedding? Okay.
No, she didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, she didn't get to go to my wedding, but I did end up getting to talk to her and kind of, because I've never talked to her about what I lived through.
Yeah, talk
about what I lived through and what she did and all that stuff like that. So we were able to not hash things out, but she got to explain and apologize, and you know, I got to explain to her like what I went through and what I remember.
Yeah.
And so it was one of those like things that I got off my chest, and was kind of, you know, grateful I was able to do that before, you know, the unfortunate stuff happened to her. But yeah, and I get where you're coming from when you know, you see a disappointment, and it sucks because we talk about it all the time on the pod about like, you know, when you're raising your kids, like they see everything.
Yeah.
They know even if you think they don't know.
Yes. And
definitely. Yeah,
absolutely. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, no, just to finish off I said growing up with a single mother. I did. My dad is still in my life.
From a distance, I'm guessing?
It was from a distance. I didn't really get to see him till started high school, but I lived in and out. It was more of a transitional living.
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying.
I have a lot of siblings, but I grew up mainly with my main sister. I helped, like I feel like I helped grow her up. So I feel like half sister, half daughter type feeling with her. And like you said, you know, like when kids know more than you let on. Like me growing up with my sister, but also helping kind of raise her. We obviously saw a lot of things that my mom went through that she probably feels that we didn't know, but we saw a lot of. So that's why when you say that, I'm like, it makes me think of that way too. Like, yeah, they're always gonna know.
Any kids for you?
I don't have any kids. No.
Not yet, or just?
I guess my whole life has been not to have kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So.
He likes the uncle tag.
The cool uncle.
He's a cool uncle.
I'll take
we got Shannon Sharp over here.
He's unk.
So yeah, just, you know, I don't want to say my dad was completely. I have more of a relationship now that I'm an adult with my dad than when I was a kid. So
do you understand? I guess the dynamic of how you guys' relationship was as a kid?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I understand more of the relationship my mom and my dad had at the time, especially because the age difference that they had.
Mm-hmm.
So now, obviously, I'm way older than they were when they had me. So now I understand. I was like, oh, there was a lot of things back then that they didn't know. Obviously, I went through that age already. And I was like, I didn't know anything at that time. So they obviously didn't know exactly what was going on.
Yeah.
So, you know, to me, I've grown to accept it and just say, you know what, it is what it is. I'm going to take the initiative and make my life the way I want to make my life.
See, I like both of you guys' stories. Like, very much so. Like, I know it's troublesome to kind of like revisit it, but damn, like, you know, just hearing other people's perspective, it doesn't necessarily make yours insignificant, but it's just like, damn, like everybody has their own shit.
And you wouldn't know it. Like if you would just meet me, you wouldn't know that I have all these scars, like all these
yeah.
traumas, all because for me, generally, I'm a happy kid.
Yeah.
Like happy guy.
Yeah.
I like
No, Ray's still a happy kid.
Pokemon, dude, he was playing Pokemon. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Man,
happy kid. That was accurate. That was accurate.
He's
a happy
cosplaying
kid.
as an adult, but
I think we all are though.
Yeah,
like we
are.
all
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
We do. It's just that as an adult, we don't have to ask permission to do shit.
Yep.
and we got adult money.
Doing,
that's the problem.
I'm doing all the shit that I couldn't do because my grandparents didn't have the money to get me. So now I do all the shit that I want to do.
Yeah.
And I had to explain that to my wife. Like I was like, I'm gonna buy it if I can buy it.
Oh,
if
absolutely.
I want it.
Absolutely.
Because to me, it's like I didn't have the luxury to do this when I was a kid, and I didn't get this fun when I was a kid because I didn't have money.
Yeah.
I was like, I was in swap meets on the weekends with my grandparents. Like
Oh,
I was like,
Payless. That was fucking bad.
oh, no. I mean, at the moment, no, but now that I think about it, I was like, man, I was living the life.
Yeah.
Going every week. Well, we had to wake up really fucking early and set up and do all that bullshit. But when I was done, I was in the arcade playing.
Yeah.
Got food all the time. Like, I didn't know the greatness I had when I was in it. But
the little vacuum.
Now that I'm older and I look back, I'm like, man, I had the life.
Yeah.
Even though it was a hard working life.
Exactly. That part right there. I had the life. Yeah.
But all right, man. This is some mental health questions for you, bro.
Absolutely.
What are some things that affect you your mental health the most? It could be personal, it could be work related, whatever you want.
Oh, okay. What are the things that mostly affect me?
Yeah, mostly affect your mental health.
Ooh. If I'm not able to.
Sorry, it's bugging me.
No. If I can't see my kids smile.
Yeah.
If I can't see them smile, then what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Why am I waking up every day?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the point? No offense. I mean, just for speaking as a father, what's the point? I mean, for real. I'll give you guys a little tidbit. When my first son was born, I was a stay-at-home father. Nobody thought that would be me because history says black men don't stay in their sons' lives. But I was just like, when he came out, I was just like, holy shit, that's a little person right there. I got to take care of. All right, I got to take care of this fool all the time. I got to be with him all the time then to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But if I can't see a smile on their faces, then that's where the mental health comes in. It's just like, well, you need to reevaluate what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. No, it's also taking care of, making sure. Because, I mean, as a father, and you can say, Chris, because I'm sure you think this way, but as a father, my objective in life is to know when I go that my kids are good. And it doesn't have to be being good like they have the money, they're rich, but mentally, and they have a path of where they're going.
Yep.
And that I'm leaving them knowing like they can handle themselves in the life they're in.
Correct.
Right? No matter what they're doing.
Correct.
I think that's for me my objective in life. Obviously it is, I want to live a long time with my wife and be happy, but at the end of our days, I'm sure she'll say the same thing. Like, we want to make sure when we get to the end and we're ready to go that they are not reeling and panicking and the Office meme, like, oh, it's happening, and they're just running around fucking panicking. I want to make sure when I'm ready to go that they have nothing to worry about, which is one, making sure all our funeral stuffs are paid off and they don't have to worry about shit. They just can grieve. Because I think that's another part of depression and why people get off track is because they stress because they don't have money. They stress because they have to pay for shit.
Oh, absolutely.
And they stress because they're losing a loved one or loved ones, and it might be back to back. And now, they don't have the funds to do it. And now they can't even grieve.
I like to say that they have no direction in that moment.
Correct. And I want to make sure it's as seamless a process as possible for them.
Yep.
But also they have time for them to grieve the loss of us.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. So it's a great fact about them smiling. But I mean, like I said, Chris, I'm sure you were talking about, like, you were a big stamp in Genesis's life.
Oh, I love that name.
You know,
I've always loved
Yeah.
that name.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
sister. That's the sister,
That's
right?
my little sister. Yeah.
I love.
Yeah, I'm the
that.
oldest
Sister,
out of
sister.
all. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 siblings.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
And they range.
yeah.
From
Like,
like my sister's about to get married, and I even have like 7, 8-year-old
yeah.
brother and sister.
Yeah, so
How
shout
do,
out
how, do, how, do,
Genesis
how do you
Chris.
feel about
Yeah.
that? How do you about the just venturing off? I'm sorry. How do you feel about that as far as like the dynamic, as far as like being the big brother and sisters getting married?
Honestly, like, I think I'm so far removed from them. It's like, yeah, I have my little brother and sister, but I don't get to see them
Yeah.
as much. It's one of those situations where I can't be too into it.
Mhm.
So I've kind of just put that on the back burner.
I understand.
I know later on, maybe when I'm like, I don't know, 60, I'm gonna have some conversations with some 20-year-olds that are gonna they're gonna be a little tumultuous. But you know, it's brought from the situation that it is. But I have a good a relationship with obviously my sister, my brother. I have a good relationship with him. My middle sister, I didn't never really grew up with her, so she's an adult also, but like we never really jive like that. And obviously the little kids, I try to see them as much as I can, but there's not really that relationship there. So I don't know.
I understand.
We'll see. It's a dynamic, I guess.
Yeah, everything is.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask you what helps you feel grounded, but you kind of answered that earlier with books and music. So
children too, and then like I said, finding happiness in just the little things. Again,
Yeah.
dude. And the little things.
So my question would be, how do you usually know when you're struggling mentally?
That's a. How do I know when I'm? I don't.
That's a good answer.
I don't. I don't. I think that just with living every day and reevaluating what's important, and like I told you, taking joy in the simple things, I think that's how I maintain my mental health.
Because when you say you don't, is it because you're not? Because you say you reevaluate. Do you ever just step back and be like, how do I feel right now?
All the time. All the time.
Consciously?
That's
Yeah.
why I told you every day.
I have a feeling he has like that drip effect. You know, let me. I don't want to put.
No,
you know,
go
I wanna
ahead.
explain
Do your
for you.
thing. Do your thing.
But the way I hear he says is he's constantly reevaluating his life in the time because
Yeah.
that's why he's living in the time.
Yeah.
I kind of live that way too.
Yes, that's what I say.
So instead of like, oh, it all hits me all at once, you're constantly saying, hey, you know what? Let me just. You said I think I heard you said you read. So you probably like, you know what? I'm consciously going to read right now to make myself de-stress myself.
Yes.
So he probably doesn't have a teapot blowover situation. He has more like it's gradually coming up and he's bringing it down.
Yes.
Gradually coming up.
Yes.
You
slowing it down.
constantly moderate.
Yes. Yes. That's what I say. I
I
that's
don't
why.
know. Yeah.
No,
I hope
absolutely.
that makes
100.
sense.
He is 100% right. That's why I told you at the very get-go when you say, "How's the week been?" I'm always at a 3.
Yeah.
I know I know I'm sad. Like that's the thing. It's just that I don't want to portray sadness onto everybody else.
Yeah.
I know who I am. I know how everything is, but I don't have to be sad all the time.
Yeah.
Do you get it? I'm not faking it or anything because I'm telling you I'm sad, but I'm not. Oh man, I don't want to be around him. He's sad.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
That's because and the only reason I'm, like I said, it's just constant callback. It's because, just like you said, kids are always watching,
Yeah.
and I'm always around my kids. So I don't need them to see high anxiety, sadness, anger, fear, that kind of thing.
Well,
In the realm of an adult, male, black man,
yeah.
they need to see strength. They need to see it's okay to be sad, but how do you keep going?
100%. And then I think that's where I was going. I was saying because I think we talked about this on the pod too, where trying to portray yourself as strong, but not letting him know how you are strong
Mm-hmm.
is what's lacking in this generation.
Absolutely.
And that's why there's a lot of mental health issues.
Yep.
And that's why I try to let them, when I'm, when they see me, because a lot of times they don't, for me, they don't get to see me at my levels where like I'm stressed out because I come home, they're asleep.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But when those days when they know, like, they see me and they look like I know I look rough.
Yeah.
When I wake up sometimes, I'm stressed the fuck out.
Yeah.
That type of shit. I just let them know, like,
I remember those days.
Yeah. Right.
I wait. You gotta talk to them and let them know, like, hey, I didn't have a good day yesterday. But I'm living today as I'm trying to be more positive.
Of course. Yeah.
And everyone deals with stress, and I hope you're having a great day.
Yep.
That type of stuff. Like I kind of feed into them, like, it's okay to feel this way, but you're building to go up instead
Correct.
of piling on to your shit that you have.
Correct. And your dynamic is a little bit different because you have older children. So I can talk a little. That's what I said. This is for Jordan. I can talk a little bit about that healthy portion of it and give him what he really needs. But with my 2-year-old and my 3-year-old, I need them to see that daddy is happy.
Oh, no, yeah.
Right. Just right now.
Well, I mean, I have a range of kids. So like my youngest is 5. So I have a 5, a 10, 5, 10, 15, 18. So
Yeah.
I have a wide range of, that type of stuff. And so I'm saying, like, it's hard to navigate, especially when you're trying to figure out, when I was talking about earlier about, like, how to talk to them.
Yes, that's what I said. Yeah, the constant callback.
It's
Yes.
very important.
Yeah.
All right. So here's some dad questions.
Mm.
What's something about fatherhood that surprised you emotionally?
What's something about that surprised you emotionally? How much you inadvertently put your fears on your children.
Yeah. 100%. 100. That's 100%. And I can almost guarantee you everyone can say yes.
Yeah.
Because as fear, but also traumas, also, just toxic traits that you take on from your parents that you had, or the. Yeah. So as the toxic traits and all the stuff that you gain from growing up, you pass that on unknowingly sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
When you became a dad, what changed the most about how you saw yourself?
I stopped seeing myself.
Oh, that's interesting. So you stopped seeing yourself. You want to elaborate?
Oh yeah, I saw him,
and
I stopped being about self and started being about him.
That is.
I think
Facts.
Message. I think
Facts.
Ray kind of did that too when he had started having all these kids. Like,
Yeah.
like I can see, like, he was. The way I see Ray now is definitely different than when I first met him. And he's definitely. I don't want to say he was selfish, because he really was never selfish. I think that's just a core.
Oh yeah,
thing
absolutely. That's a man thing.
have.
I think that's a man thing, honestly.
But he was very not centered, but sheltered.
Yeah.
Self-sheltered. I guess I that's a good thing. And now with his kids, I saw him like, man, I got to make sure like they're okay now. He's tribe centered now, I guess.
Yeah, because he was solo dolo, right?
Yeah.
Of course, you would want a big tribe. No, that's understandable. Yeah.
Yeah. What's one thing you wish someone told you about the mental side of being a dad?
It's okay for you to cry in front of your children and with your children.
Yeah.
And for your children. It's okay.
I'll be very vulnerable right now, because I just did this maybe early last year, and it was very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I sat all my kids down with my wife, and I made them say one good thing about each person in the circle.
Oh wow.
And what it was one good thing about each person in the circle, and then also, what was the other question? The question was basically like, one good thing about the person in each person in the circle, and then 2, what's one thing that you're taking away from that person? And obviously, like my 5-year-old, nobody's gonna say something like, I'm taking this away from you.
Of course, yeah.
But like, it was very emotional. Like my daughter, my oldest daughter started crying. And I think what you're saying about crying, I think that doing that emotionally with them, knowing that you can do that, was a big step for me. And then obviously us as a family.
Yeah.
And showing them like being able to express your feelings towards another sibling or a family member in that way is very good to show them, because it's, they see the interaction between me and whoever I'm talking to,
The connection being made.
yes. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get that connection between all of us,
Yes.
as a whole.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%, and that's the thing. And like I said, just piggybacking off of everything that we said, I'm only speaking to my realm. Black men do not talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's just suck it up, get through the shit however you can. Let's head on to whatever next day is.
Yeah.
So, and I accidentally put that on my son. So I didn't mean to, but I was taught by tough love.
Yeah. Like, we were all, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's tough coming, and then like what I was saying about like growing up with my my grandparents, like I unknowingly transferred all that shit, toxic, whatever, masculinity, can't cry, you're not a man, all to my son, and I had to rewire everything, because it's
hard, dude.
Yes, it's difficult.
Yeah,
and
that's
especially when they learned at a young age.
Yeah, that's why. Yes, and I did that unintentionally, so that's why he is safely in therapy right now. So
good.
yes,
That's good. That's
yeah.
good. What's something about fatherhood that brings you the most joy?
and knowing that my kids will look back and say, "Daddy was there."
Big facts.
I
I
like
wish
that.
I can say that. Big facts. I posted a meme on Instagram. It's that Will Smith meme from Fresh Prince, when he's like, "I don't need him."
I fucking love that
Yeah,
episode, man.
He's like,
I
blah,
cry
blah,
every
blah.
time.
He's like, and then he's mad, and then he starts crying. He's like, "Why doesn't he want me?" And I was like, "Bro, my cousin Jacob said it to me."
That shit makes me cry every time.
I told him, I was like, "You're an asshole, bro," because like it's like one of those, not an asshole, like,
I know what you
I'm
meant.
like, you wanted to make me cry because you sent that to me, because he's like, we both made it, because me and him went through the same shit. That's why we're close as cousins, younger, because he didn't have his dad growing up. So I was like, me and you, look at where we're at now.
Yeah.
And I told him, like, yeah, look at us. We're blessed. We have
Yeah.
families. We're teaching our sons.
Yep.
We're teaching our family, our kids, and all that stuff. We're raising them. Like, we're here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
and even though we didn't get set off on the right foot, we were able to get to where we're supposed to be.
I think those are the
Yeah.
best journeys, though. When you get all the hard shit out the way first.
Yeah.
I think those are the best journeys.
Yeah. And I think for me too, I think looking to the future a little bit, I think I don't want to say looking forward to, but the day that I get to explain to them exactly what I went through when I was younger, because right now they don't know.
Oh yeah.
Right? None of my kids know.
Sheltered. Yeah.
None of my kids know what I went through when I was younger, and how I got brought up, and all that stuff like that. And all they know is they're spoiled. They get whatever they want. That their dad loves them, but they don't know like how I got here.
Would you be okay if they never asked you though? Because of how you.
Yeah,
You get where I'm going with it?
I think to me, it's not if they ask me or not, because I feel like one day it will be one of those conversations like, how was your parents? Because it's usually, that's like probably one of the questions that come up, like, because they never saw
I see,
my
like,
mom.
how was grandma? I see what
Yeah,
you're saying. I see what
they
you're
never, my kids, I think my son is the only one that's ever met my dad. My other kids have never met my dad. So it's like, or don't remember meeting him because they were so young. But I believe one day they'll be like, hey, like, you know, how were your parents? You know, that's that type of stuff. Like, you know, just some random questions. And I think at that moment it's like one of those like, okay, we need to sit down and talk about like, hey, this is how I was brought up, and then realize like, you know, they were kind of, because then that was the one thing too about me and my wife about raising our kids. It was like, you know, showing them like love.
Yeah, the unconditional
Love.
Yeah.
I think one thing Ray has a leg up, and he probably just hasn't noticed it yet, but he's probably gonna notice it right now.
Yeah.
His kids are gonna have all these recordings of him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So too, dude. That's
and
I was
having
thinking
his
that
life.
same thing.
So when they're older, they're gonna be like, "Oh,
yeah." That's what I said. I was
know?
thinking that exact same thing. Like maybe they
Yeah.
won't have to ask you because I was thinking those same because you openly speaking. That's what I said. They know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I kind of feel like that's why the question is: would you be okay if they were like, oh, you know, Dad already said everything he has said about them without really knowing.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't really need to, you know, we have an idea. He didn't. What happened from that is that we got the best father we possibly could.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Would you be okay if they didn't ask you?
Yeah, and like I said, it's not like a mandatory thing.
Yeah.
But it's just,
Ray's not there. You shall know from our forefathers.
that part. Let me tell you about our king.
Let me bring out the big book. Nah, man.
Upon the year of our Lord in 2006.
Let me tell you post-COVID what happened.
Exactly. Shit, man. All right. How has being a dad affected you mentally?
Let me know it's okay to talk instead of run.
That is like perfect example of fight or flight or freeze.
Mm-hmm.
In the black realm, I stayed around for my kids. That's pretty much what I'm saying.
Cool. Good, man.
Nice.
Yo, not a lot of people, even if they unknowingly or knowingly know that being in your kids' life, no matter if how little or how small you communicate with them, it's big, right? And I'll just say that with experience, like just a little simple like, hello, how's your day? That type of shit. It goes a long way, even if you're not physically seeing them. But you know, just knowing that they know that you know
that you're present,
Yes.
present father,
Yep.
present parent. Yes.
All right, man. Well, thank you for that conversation. I saw a little post, so I want to say this before we jam out because we're coming up on 2 hours.
Oh,
Wow, that's a good combo.
Yeah,
That's
great.
a good combo.
It's great. It didn't even feel like it. It's called the Millennial Father's Reality. Born between 1981 and 1996. Raised believing men just provide. Told strength means handling it alone, which is
Absolutely false.
False.
Absolutely false.
Learned self-worth through achievement. Expected to be a rock for everyone. And I think we've talked about that where you don't have to be that for everybody. Because, you know, it only takes energy out of you, especially when you are going through some shit.
All that, and it also takes the right amount of pressure to break that rock, right?
Yep. Became a father to determine to do better. Chris would never do that. Try to provide your worth. try to provide your worth through work.
I'm catching strays for no reason.
Telling you, man.
Well, no. What I'm saying is like
I know, we know.
You try to stay out the way.
I'm over here.
What I'm saying is that he's not going to have a kid to make it seem like he's doing better. That is
What?
that's exactly why I said that. I was like,
Let me run away. Let me run that bus myself.
Exactly.
He's like, what can I get pregnant just to show that fool I would do something?
Hey, man.
Just to give meaning to that. You don't
Come on,
care.
man.
I'm gonna show you.
Try to prove your worth through work. Carried more pressure than you admitted. That is a main one right there.
Yep.
Realize no one taught emotional regulation.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yep. Learned leadership while raising kids.
Yeah.
Tried quietly to break the cycle. Wondered why it still feels heavy sometimes. I think all those
Are like
hit,
mine.
I think those last 4 hit.
Those should be like our intros, right? Like
Yeah.
to our lives, like to our lives, like for
Mhm.
real.
So those
Like
those 4 hit quietly. I mean hit hard.
Yeah.
I mean the one that sticks out to me the most is tried quietly to break through the cycle. I think now that I'm openly speaking about the trauma and all that shit that I went through, and now that, because he can tell you, if you listen to a lot of our early pods, when I would speak about anything emotional that happened to me, or whatever traumas I was having, like I could barely speak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would get choked up, start crying, and all that stuff like that. And I think talking about it makes me more, because I've never wanted to talk about it, but now that I'm speaking about it, it's helping me, and it's making me stronger in a sense of like acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
I never wanted to accept, I guess, all the traumas that I went through.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm actually, digging through them and kind of accepting them and lightening the weight of the rock that's on my back.
Yep. I think it's just like you said. It's not it. The trauma. You didn't want the trauma to define you, but you wanted it. You wanted to feel the trauma, so that way you know that that's not what I want for my kids.
Yeah. Yep. All right, man. Well, like I said, we're getting up to close to we're at 2 hours now, but we do these fast 5 questions. Oh, actually, we have Addison's song of the week.
Oh, Addison's
Let's
song of the week.
get Addison's song of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Addison, for uploading a song every week, even though we only upload every other week because that was our format beforehand. But I do appreciate you putting all those songs on there. Again, if you don't know, we have The Works playlist, Addison's Song of the Week, on Apple and Spotify. So if you do want to look, it's songs ranging from every genre. Usually if you listen to the pod and then you listen to what songs he put on, it's kind of in that realm of topics that we're covering, or current events, the stuff that's happening that week.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you listen to the month where Kendrick and Drake were going beefing, there's a lot of
There's a lot of
songs.
that.
You'll know that
those songs are there.
Yeah, you'll know that time was the time that he added those songs. So
Yeah.
again, if you can, go ahead and listen to it. Addison's done a great job of putting some good music that you might have heard or haven't heard. And it's a very well-rounded playlist.
Yeah. So I guess we got 3, right? This
Yeah.
week. So he has The American Dream, Blue Exile, and featuring Miguel. I think that was the last one. Then we got 3 Billion by Ty Dolla $ign, and we got It's Like That, Inspector Deck.
This guy. Remind me to thank
So-
Addison when I see him.
Yeah. So thank you, Addison, again for placing
Shout out to Addison. Thank
those
you.
songs on our playlist. And again, if you haven't noticed, it's on Instagram. It's on Apple playlist, Apple Music, and Spotify.
Yep.
All right, man. We'll get to our fast 5 questions, where I ask you 5 questions, and I just need 1-word answers at the top of your head.
All right,
Lightning round.
let's do it. Let's do it.
First question is happy place.
Nintendo.
Describe yourself in 1 word.
I can't.
You can't.
No.
Blank. All right.
Can't.
Favorite drink. Could be juice, soda, water, alcoholic drink.
Ginger ale.
Ooh.
Mm.
All right. Biggest pet peeve.
Answering a question with a question.
Ooh, I'm gonna do that to you. Thank you for telling me
You're not gonna get no response. I'm just letting you know, right?
that. To be or not to be? That is the question. Say something nice about yourself. And this one goes out to Jordan. Show you that you can talk to yourself and tell yourself how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Positivity is the key, my friend.
One word though. One word though.
You can say many words.
Yeah.
The floor is yours. Say something nice to yourself.
even daddies make mistakes, Jordan, and we're not old enough. We're never too old enough to learn from those mistakes, and I will always run with you.
Shout out.
Yep.
That's a great one.
Definitely.
Thank you for that. All right, man. Well, we get to the end of our pod, and we always leave you with this. I have a couple of them for this episode. One of them is dream big, work hard, stay humble. The next one is live today, not like it's your last, but like it's your best.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was another thing I thought about too when I saw that quote was we always used to say YOLO. You only live once. And then you would say that type of stuff. And to me, I think it's not like that anymore. It's more of a you live the life, or you live the day as it is, and count your blessings because you know if the next day is coming. So I think you just got to fulfill your day and make sure you count your blessings, bro.
And talk to your loved ones.
Yes.
Talk to your loved ones.
And we talk about that all the time on the pod as well. Check up on your loved ones. Check up on your friends. Make sure that everyone is cool. It was simple, like, hey, how are you doing, kind of thing. You should see the signs. If you don't know the signs, you can listen to our pod. I think it was like 2 or 3 episodes ago about how to find signs. But yeah, man, Deck, thank you for being here.
Of course.
Appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you for the treats and the food that you brought. Appreciate
Still accepting
that.
tips.
Yeah, still accepting tips. Don't worry. We're about to turn off and record for our Patreon. But yeah, man, this is episode 154 of The Works, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Back, baby. Shout out Juice on the beat.